Hello guys, I'm on the channel. Today we're going to review Good Will Hunting, a movie I had the chance to see last weekend, and today I'm going to give you my thoughts. So not much to say, but let's get started. Starting off with this movie's about this kid played by Matt Damon, Will Hunting, who is this very smart but very troubled kid, where he is very hardworking, he's very talented, he's very smart, but he doesn't have sort of the will and motivation to keep going. And then he has had many run-ins with the law, sort of. And his last hope is this psychologist played by Robin Williams. And yeah, now I have the good. And I think what this movie does so well, you really deep dive into Matt Damon's character here, where he's this orphan, troubled kid with this fairly rough past, and he's with these friends who are pretty much at the same level as him, but not at the same level, because you see how talented this kid is, and you see it on screen, and you're with this character the entire time. You understand what he's going through, but you kind of want him to be better at the same time. You're rooting for him all throughout, and then when he finally does realize everything, he breaks down and cries, and you're with him the entire time. I feel like I'm with this character here, and then all of the cast is great. You got Ben Affleck as his best friend. You got, which they wrote the movie together, which I still think is it worked very well, clearly. And then you have Stellan Skarsgård as a professor. You have obviously Robin Williams as the psychologist, and the cast here is it's just great. You also got Casey Affleck as another one of the friends. Yeah, overall great cast here. I know I'm for sure missing some other people, but I think overall this movie just works. I feel like I was emotionally invested in all the characters here. You care about what they're going through. And in the end, you really sort of kind of come out with a little bit of, it's kind of like Forrest Gump, where I kind of come out with a good outlook on life and a bit of an emotional journey with this character. It's pretty heavy, but it deals with these situations. You're just with this character the entire time. But it puts you in the character's shoes. What would you do as this orphan kid who was insanely smart, and you see it kind of through Ben Affleck at one point, where he puts himself into Matt Damon's shoes, and he thinks he would want to try to do better. So you see him learn all the lessons from all these people around him, but he doesn't really take it in, and because he doesn't really know what to do, and you kind of just go through that, and and I think it just worked. It's one of those dramas that kind of teaches you an outlook of life, and a bit. Forrest Gump kind of does it in general more of the sort of cinematic way, whereas this movie does it sort of more psychological and I guess serious way. And in general, I think it just works. I like everything about this movie in general. This is one I'd want to watch for a while. I don't remember why. I think I just wanted to watch it with my dad or something. So and then I decided to watch it, and that was a great decision. I thought it was fantastic, and yeah, it just worked. I just thought it worked. You're with this character the entire time, and even some of the supporting characters, like that girlfriend he goes through with, and she ends up deciding the whole bit where she moves to California, and then that means pretty much they break up. That scene is you're come on, man. But and then once he learns, it's once he sort of learns that lesson from Robin Williams, it sort of kind of makes you, I'm not gonna say rethink the rest of the movie, but re-see some of these moments in the movie, and you just see him, and then in the end, you feel in contempt with this character. So yeah, I thought this movie worked very well. I thought it was fantastic. I don't really have much else to say. It was just a great movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. For this movie's final score, I'll give it a 9.8 out of 10. I thought it was fantastic. I recommend it if you're in sort of a more, I don't mean this literally, but if you're more sort of depressed day in life and sort of are having trouble, I guess go watch this movie. I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and comment down below. And see you guys next time. Adios.